We're back together Saturday at Denver Broncos training camp. Day 1, 2, 3, 4. Day 4. We'll call it day 4. And the Broncos just wrapped up practice before their first day off tomorrow. And we saw practice today, and Russell Wilson bounced back to an extent.
Yeah, I would give him probably a B+ today. I think he looked pretty good. I know we're going to talk about this a little bit more on the podcast later. I know Hank maybe has a differing opinion. In terms of, I think his is actually, I think he's like A++++++ from Russell Wilson today. It was a nice day from Russell Wilson. It was nice to see him completing some passes there on 7-on-7. He would have gone 4 for 4 on his very first outing if it wasn't for a Jerry Jeudy drop. So really nice to see Russell Wilson today making some good passes.
Yes, really nice to see. And then in the team period, he threw a great pass to Courtland Sutton about 15, 20 yards down the field. Courtland really did a great job reaching, getting both feet down. And then at the end of practice, Pat Surtain almost had an interception off of Russ, deep covering Jerry Jeudy. Hit both of his hands, wasn't able to come down with it. So a better day from Russell Wilson. But one of the things that continues to make life tough for Russ is the pass rush. Absolutely relentless, coming from the inside, coming from the outside. And that 20-yard pass from Courtland Sutton that I talked about probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I think Nick Bonito was all over him on that one. But, you know, obviously we saw stuff like that yesterday, keeping in mind his offensive line. Mike McGlinchey not out here again today dealing with a family matter. So really impressive to see the pass rush. Obviously, the depth at that position is something that we've talked about a lot. They're still going to need to improve. And Nick Bonito, I mean, it was nice to see him today, but he's going to have to keep that up because we're definitely leaning on him this year.
Absolutely. And one of those pass rushers, Frank Clark, number 55. When you see that, it's not Bradley Chubb. It's Frank Clark,
so weird.
The former Kansas City Chief. He's a Denver Bronco. Let me remind him probably. He's a Denver Bronco right now. And we talked to him after practice today. And did he say the truth? Which hurt the Broncos.
What surprised you most about his post-practice interview? Because I think maybe him mentioning the Broncos and Chiefs, it wasn't really a competition because competitions are competitive.
Yeah, he said it wasn't a rivalry.
Wasn't a rivalry.
He said he was asked about the Broncos, Chiefs. Broncos have lost 15 straight to the Chiefs. You've been with the Chiefs for so many of those. You know, how do you view this rivalry? And he said, it's not a rivalry. A rivalry has to be competitive. Oof, I mean, it's the truth, though.
Hate to hear it, but it is true.
It is true, and he said in order to make it a rivalry, the Broncos have to beat the Chiefs. The Broncos have to win the division. The Broncos have to focus on themselves in order to make it a rivalry. And I don't think anyone in Broncos country really disagrees. You just did not expect a Denver Bronco to say that. I guess it's because he's beat the Broncos so many times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. And a 2-time Super Bowl champion himself. It's good to have a leader like that in this room, though, for sure. Surprised by his size.
Yeah.
I thought, we were talking earlier, I can't tell if is he small or is Randy Gregory just ginormous?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's tough when you put, if you put me next to Mike McGlinchey, okay, I'm going to look small, but typically I look pretty big, of course. But, Alexis, day off tomorrow.
What are you going to do tomorrow?
I'm going to sleep a little bit.
Maybe? Yeah. The Broncos, they're going to be planning out the next 7 days out here. So they said Monday's already set in stone, but the 7 days following that, they're going to plan out. So excited to come back on Monday.
Absolutely. We'll be on the pod today, so make sure to catch that on DNVR, YouTube. And then Monday, we'll be back. First day of pads. Let's go.